Good evening, and this is one story that has left many Nigerians heartbroken as we step into the new year. On New Year's Eve, a day that should have been filled with hope and celebration, tragedy struck a community in Plateau State when gunmen launched a deadly attack that claimed 7 lives and left several homes burned to ashes. The incident occurred in the Mangu local government area of Plateau State, specifically targeting the Pushit community in the Ampang West district. Reports indicate that the attackers stormed the area late in the evening when families were preparing to welcome the new year, turning what should have been a joyous occasion into a nightmare that residents will never forget. According to information gathered from security sources and local community leaders, the armed men arrived in numbers and began shooting indiscriminately at residents who were going about their evening activities. The violence was swift and brutal, catching many people off guard as they hoped the new year would bring peace to a region that has experienced its fair share of security challenges over the years. Eyewitnesses described scenes of chaos and terror as people ran in different directions, trying to find safety while the sound of gunfire echoed through the community. Some residents managed to escape into nearby bushes and farmlands, where they spent the entire night hiding in fear, not knowing if the attackers would return or if it was safe to come out. The 7 victims who lost their lives were reportedly killed on the spot during the initial attack, and their bodies were later recovered by security operatives who arrived at the scene after receiving distress calls from survivors. In addition to the loss of human lives, the attackers also set fire to several houses, destroying property worth millions of naira and leaving many families homeless as they begin the new year. The burning of homes appears to have been a deliberate act meant to instill fear and cause maximum damage to the community, forcing people to flee and abandon everything they had worked hard to build over the years. The Plateau State Police Command has confirmed the incident and stated that security personnel have been deployed to the affected area to restore calm and prevent further attacks. The police spokesperson mentioned that investigations have commenced to identify the perpetrators and bring them to justice, while also assuring residents that adequate security measures are being put in place to protect lives and property in the region. However, many community members have expressed frustration with the recurring nature of such attacks in Plateau State, particularly in areas like Mangu, Bokos, and Bakin Ladi, where clashes between different groups have resulted in numerous casualties over the past years. This latest attack has once again raised serious questions about the security situation in Plateau State and the ability of security agencies to protect vulnerable communities from these deadly raids. For those who may not be familiar with the situation, Plateau State, particularly the central and southern parts, has been experiencing intermittent violent attacks for several years now, often attributed to clashes over land, resources, and ethnic tensions. These conflicts have claimed thousands of lives and displaced countless families, creating a humanitarian crisis that continues to affect the socio-economic development of the state. What makes this particular attack even more painful is the timing, coming on New Year's Eve, when people were supposed to be celebrating and looking forward to a better year ahead. Instead, families in Pushit community are mourning their loved ones and dealing with the trauma of losing their homes and everything they owned. Children who witnessed the violence will carry those memories for years to come, and the psychological impact on the entire community cannot be underestimated. It is a stark reminder that while many Nigerians were counting down to midnight with excitement and hope, others were running for their lives and watching their homes go up in flames. The government of Plateau State has been called upon by various stakeholders, including human rights organizations and community leaders, to take more decisive action in addressing the root causes of these attacks and ensuring that perpetrators are arrested and prosecuted. Many people believe that the cycle of violence will continue unless there is genuine commitment from all levels of government to address the underlying issues fueling these conflicts, including poverty, unemployment, land disputes, and the proliferation of illegal weapons in the hands of criminals and militias. Now, if you have been following this channel and finding value in the content we bring to you, this would be a great time to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss important updates like this. Your support really helps us continue bringing you the latest news and stories from across Nigeria and beyond, so please take a second to subscribe and like this video. As we begin this new year, it is important that we all pay attention to what is happening in different parts of our country and use our voices to call for change and demand better security for all citizens. The people of Plateau State deserve to live in peace, to farm their lands without fear, to send their children to school knowing they will return home safely, and to celebrate special occasions without worrying about armed attacks. Every Nigerian deserves this basic right to security and dignity regardless of where they come from or what community they belong to. The question many people are asking now is what concrete steps will be taken to prevent similar attacks in the future and whether the security agencies have the capacity and resources to effectively protect these vulnerable communities. We hope that the investigations will be thorough and that those responsible for this heinous crime will face the full weight of the law. We also hope that the families of the victims will receive support and assistance as they try to rebuild their lives after this devastating loss. This is a conversation that needs to continue, and we want to hear from you in the comment section. What do you think should be done to address the security challenges in Plateau State and other affected areas? Do you believe the government is doing enough, or is there more that needs to be done? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below, and let us keep this dialogue going because change often begins with awareness and conversation. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families who lost their loved ones in this attack and with the entire Pushit community as they try to pick up the pieces and move forward. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace.